Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So in today's video I want to show you how to use the market structure strategy to make some profit in the market. All right, trading any pair, but we'll basically be explaining using the boom and crash market. All right, or this particular pair you're seeing on screen is one of the pairs I traded recently with one of my students, and we made so much profit. All right, we took our entries from here. We took our entry from here at this point, and you can see it hit the TP nicely. All right, the only thing you have to do is to learn how to be patient with the minimum lot size. I think we got about, let's see, the minimum lot size for this pair is 0.01. I think 0.01. Yes, let's see. No, 0.1. 0.1. You see it gave about $30 just with the minimum lot size. So and taking and getting an entry around here, and you take the profit around here. See, it's about $30, and it's sharp, guys. Minimum lot size one pair, just one position. I mean, you make this. Imagine you have a good account size, then you open multiple positions. So these are the kind of setups we need. But meanwhile, let's go to the boom and crash market. I want to show you how you can also use this strategy to trade the boom and crash market. All the explanations will be done there. All right. So please watch this video to the end and make sure you learn. All right, so now we are on boom 1000 index. On boom 1000 index, if you go to the higher time frame, first of all, look at the market trend. On the daily time frame, you can see the market is trending bullish. All right, the market is trending bullish, and then after selling to a certain, after pulling back, then it started buying again. Actually, I shared this with my students on about 2 days ago on Telegram channel, Telegram group. All right, ask them to look at it. All right, so they can take advantage of the setup. So as you can see, the market is bullish. Then being bullish, we are looking for buy setups. So we saw the pullback. I saw the pullback when this was happening. All right, this sell was happening up to around this level here. So we waited and the market got there. Now the only thing is I did not take this trade because I was carried away by other things I was doing. I think one of my students, one of my private students, took this trade yesterday. So you can see the market got to that level and started. Now, first of all, if you bring the Fibonacci tool, you will notice that this here to this, you can see where the market is reversing. The market is, the pullback got to the golden zone and the market started reversing. All right, you can see how it reversed. And one of those things, somebody asked a question in the free class, how to determine when the market is about to the candlestick that can trigger an entry. One of those candlesticks is this one right here. I think I explained that in the free class, that the market would possibly create a candlestick like something like this. If it is rejecting, sometimes it might be followed by a bullish candlestick with another rejection or so. So you can just use this as an entry trigger in some cases to actually enter the trades. All right, so you can see the market got to this level, then it rejected, and this level is also in line with the previous is actually a key level in the market. If you look closely, you will see that we had some, one moment, we had some buy activities around here. We had buy and sell activities around this zone. So the market is actually respecting this key level right here. Okay, so if you go to the 4 hourly time frame, if you go to the 4 hourly time frame, what we have is this. We saw this massive buy. You see all these spikes. You see all the spike. Sorry, yeah, of course there are spikes. Market but got to this level, and you can see this. Now, before I even proceed, somebody was asking how to determine market reversal, that the market is actually going to reverse. Now, let me use this opportunity to make this explanation very briefly. I have some videos on this YouTube channel that explains market reversal, how to predict when market is reversing. All right, so one of those opportunities is when you see the market trying to, the market was buying massively. You can see the impulsive buys in the market, like this candlesticks here. No bearish candlestick at all. From here, you can see impulsively it was buying. Then, so you can see the bearish candlesticks, that came in, and the moment of the market changed, you see, and the market, it means that there is a weakness in the moment of the market that signals there's a possible change in, there's going to be possible change in direction as it approaches, as it gets to a strong resistance zone. So you can see the movement here is different from the movement here. The market is still bullish right here, but you can see the movement is different. So once this happens, always expect the market to change direction. So you see the market changed direction and started selling. Now the sales here is what we're looking at to explain our strategy. The market started creating lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. And then what are you waiting for now? You want to see the market get to this particular level, which was identified on the daily time frame. As it gets to this level, then you can see some of those things that would make you understand the market will want to change direction. It's consolidation. All right, if market gets to the zone which you had already expected it to change direction, and on getting there start consolidating, there's a likelihood that it's going to change direction from there. All right, so you can see the consolidations we had here. The market spent about a whole day to consolidate. Look at 24 hours, about how many candlesticks here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 candlesticks on the 4 hour time frame to consolidate. That's one full day to consolidate before it started moving. And even when it moved, it still consolidated again for another one full day. If you check closely, 1 2 3 4 5 6, about so. Then this is when it started moving nicely. All right, so now the problem you will be having is, even when you spot this kind of opportunity, can you just wait for the market to start moving? Because right now we are expecting some massive buy. The market we are expecting the market to continue buying till it gets to this at least high, at least this recent high, right? This recent high on the daily time frame. But can you hold the trade? Can you just wait? All right, or do you really need to hold also? Because if you can just find an entry, let's say in the market has started buying as it is and it's late to enter a trade, you can't just enter now. Then you're able to wait for the market to keep going. Then it pulls back to, let's say, this particular level here for you to take a buy. Even if you take a buy at that spot with the minimum lot size, you can still make $50 out of this trade. See where $50 is. $50 is even this high here can give you $37, and maybe the recent high the market will be creating before it pulls back to this level. This is your entry spot. The market can give $50 from there. All right, so if you have a good account size, you can get multiple positions. You make like $500 from this trade and you step out. $100 from this trade, you this setup alone, you step out. $200, you step out. You don't need to hold the trade for that long. All right, so it's as simple as this. It's very simple, guys. All right, there's another let's look for another boom and crash pair. Boom 500 index. All right, so you can see this one on the 4 hour time frame. The market is buying. It's going to buy too, and we're expecting it to buy to the top too. Now, and if you go to the daily time frame, let's look at it on the daily time frame. You can see there was the market had been selling previously. The market had been selling previously. Then finally it consolidated. This is the recent lower high the market created. Finally, this lower high was taken to the market, pulled back nicely to start buying. Now it's sold to this level. If you bring the Fibonacci tool to check if the market actually retraced to the golden zone before it started buying, you will notice that it went below the golden zone. You can just look at it and you know. If you use this tool for some time, you just look at the market and you know that it's actually at the golden zone, or it's below the golden zone or above it. All right, now look at where we have previous buy activities here. All right, so generally you would want to mark your zone right at the spot here. You want to mark your zone right here and expect the market to get there before it takes some buys because of the previous buy activities. But with the knowledge of other blocks on demand zone and supply zone, all those zones which are very important, you will also know that there's a very high chance that the market will want to skip this level here, skip this zone to the next zone. And sometimes this zone will be more obvious when you go to a lower time frame to see to check. That's when you will see them. So the market had to skip down to this level before it started buying. All right, and it's still also okay, because you must not always expect the market to buy from there or to reverse from the at the golden zone. It can also go below or above it depending on the direction of the market, as long as is in the direction it is where it is at the side of the Fibonacci retracement tool that a particular activity is not valid. For buys, you have to expect the buys from the discount zone, while for sales you look out for sales from the premium zone. All right, this is a discount area, this is a premium area of the Fibonacci retracement tool. All right, so even if the market skips the golden zone and goes into this discount area, and you realize there's a structure here that you possibly cause the pool of the market to come down towards it, then you should be rest assured that there's a very high chance it's going to buy on getting to that structure. All right, so let's go to the 4 hourly time frame. Let's go to the 4 hourly time frame. While I delete this, we go to the 4 hourly time frame to look at it. All right, now, so you can see on the 4 hourly time frame, the market sold massively down to this zone because of, let me bring this crosshair to the trace. You see where the market sold to because of this level here. This looks like a demand zone around this point. There's a demand zone around here that caused the market to break the structure right here. So the market just came back to retest this demand zone. That's why I told you if you go to a lower time frame, you might spot it. But this was not obvious on the daily time frame. All right. So now the market got to that level, and you can see we have this here. If we put our trend lines, if we put our trend line here, we can see there's a breakout. All right. There's a breakout which we are even expecting more to happen. There's a breakout at this point, and we are expecting the market to continue with the buys to the upside. All right, we are expecting the market to continue with the buys, and keep on creating higher highs and higher lows. So with this particular pair alone, as you can see, you can make so much profit from this particular pair. All right, so all you have to do, don't know when you are going to be watching this video, all you have to do is to just find an entry for some buys. The market is consolidating at this point, and it's trying to break out of this consolidation that we have right here. Once it breaks out of this consolidation and pulls back, then you can get an entry. Trust me, you can make up to, let's say, the minimum lot size. Let's look at it anyway. The minimum lot size should be able to give you something reasonable. Let's say it pulls back to somewhere around here, and then you take an entry. You can make up with the minimum lot size. You can make up to if you can hold the trade up to this level, which the market will most likely get to, you can make $65. Or even if you want to make $50 for with the minimum lot size from only this pair, you can still make $50 and you'll be happy. Let's see, where can we get $50? Just here. You can make $50, or you can just do $30. You open more positions, open many positions, and you make $500 and some good profit with this kind of setups. This kind of setups are always available on the chart every week, at least once in a week. A particular pair must always produce this kind of setups. So now the problem is the patience that you need to actually wait for it to occur. You need the patience to wait for the market to give you this kind of setups. These are the kind of setups you need to make some massive profits. All right. So it's as simple as this. You can use it to trade. This strategy works for whether you want to trade volatility indices, or you want to trade boom and crash. You want to trade step indices, jump indices, currency pairs. It works so well too. All right, guys, there is a link in the description of this video. Click on it and get to my Telegram channel. The August mentorship batch, I'll be brushing this strategy from scratch. I will teach you all that you need to know, because this is very powerful, guys. This strategy is very powerful. I'll teach you the information on the about the mentorship is on the Telegram channel. Once you get there, get the information, then take action as soon as you can. The registration will be ending on Sunday, which is I think 3rd of this August. 3rd of August 2025. So try as much as you can to be among those who will be lucky to learn this strategy to help you. All right, if you follow my instructions accordingly, trust me, your financial situation will change if you do accordingly. But I'm not promising you that once you come, you will be very smart, you will be very, very successful. What I'm telling you is I'm going to give you all the information you need. What is left is for you to actually practice what I teach you, and then there is a very high chance you will succeed. All right, there's a very high chance you will succeed. All right, guys, so I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed. Peace out.